In WWE 2K24's latest patch 1.08, there's even more stuff that we found that they've updated and tweaked. So today, we're going to go through all of those latest updates and a few little tips to go along the way. I'm Matt from Assemble. Let's get right into it. The first one's going to be tag team entrances. They gave us a ton of these. These have been fixed. You can also go into create an entrance. You can check out other ones like Bubba Ray Dudley. He's got a retro one in there. But for tag teams, they've updated, for example, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, their tag entrance. Before it was glitched, but it wasn't updated. They would only get their proper motion together as a tag team champions, and they fixed that. So now if you just run them as a regular tag team, totally works as normal. Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, same deal, updated entrance together, looks fantastic. Another entrance update we've seen, maybe you've come across this too, but JD McDonough from the Judgment Day got an update. So we don't have his old Trons. Now JD's Trons have been updated to reflect being in Judgment Day. They're all purple branded. It looks great. This is the kind of stuff though that I'm glad that they patch and update. I wish it would come sooner, like once a week kind of thing, and just little patches along the way, and then the big ones get dropped on us. That's what she said. But I really like that they are doing this. They go in and they update these things. These ones are little bits of quality of life improvements that I am glad they're addressing. And hey, you know what's good? Every patch so far this year, the Hulk Hogan stash, it has not vanished. So that's good news. Now let's talk about managers, playable managers. This was actually a surprise to me that they tweaked this. So we've got MVP. If you select MVP, you can now select his manager attire and just use it freely in the game. You want him to be the manager for Omos? Go ahead. But you can now select that manager attire where he's all suited up, looks great, but you can just play as him in regular play too, which is a great bonus. They did the exact same thing for one of my favorites, Triple H, the game, the King of Kings, COO. It's Triple H's era. So you can now go and select the current modern day Triple H, the bald one with the big beard. You click on him, and then you're gonna see that his manager attire is also unlocked, totally playable. Get him to be the manager for Stephanie McMahon, maybe go back and be a manager for Seth Rollins. You can do whatever you want. But I love these little additions. I started going through and I couldn't find anybody else that is a superstar slash manager, and if they got an alt attire in there, but you guys let me know. Now let's talk super finishers. You want to do a Crossroads Trinity, you can, and they have that little visual effect that goes along with it. In previous patches, they actually gave you the toggle option in the main menu. So you can go into regular options and just set it on or off by default. You can also just pause the game and turn it on and off that way. That has been out already. But the thing they've done now is they have gone in and tweaked the visuals themselves. So if you do leave this on, you want to see it, the pulsing, the actual motion that they do, it's slightly enhanced now, and it's got the timing is a little bit better. So for ones like Rhea Ripley doing a riptide off the top rope, also if you're going to do a Crossroads Trinity, it does look better. I'm not a big fan of the visual effect thing. I think it's great to have like a super finisher. I love that, but I like the options that I do have to be able to turn it off if I don't want it. Now I want to spend a little time here and let's talk about title entrances, because one of the things that's been plaguing the game is what I know and you probably know too. The World Heavyweight Championship has been glitched. It has, like, the day one, it looked normal, and then we got some patches and it looked wrong. It looked small, it looked flat, it looked glitchy, it was terrible. In my experience, I've tried this on both PlayStation and Xbox. I believe the World Heavyweight title is fixed. I keep looking at it, I keep doing entrances. It looks normal to me. So I don't know if it's not fixed everywhere, maybe it's PC, but it seems like the World Heavyweight title has been fixed. But one of the other things that has been happening when it comes to title motions is the title belts not having the side plates assigned. One of the fun things that I saw that seems to be fixed now, Cody Rhodes, for example, holding the Undisputed Championship, he does have his American Nightmare side plates set there as default. I didn't have to change anything. He came out with them. I also tested this with Damian Priest, so the world title looks better. Also, Priest's actual side plates are there. For mid-card titles, the US title, the IC title, those do not have custom side plates. Unfortunately, they just have the WWE ones. So they are just doing it with world titles. Now, with the women's side, for both the World Heavyweight title for the women and the WWE Championship, you can see that both of them have their respective side plates and they're working. But mid-card titles, tag team titles, women's tag team titles don't have the side plates assigned. Kind of a bummer, but at the same time, for the main big titles, I'm glad that they did update this. Now, one of the big things we got was going to be the ECW Punk Pack with the headliner CM Punk. I gotta be honest, I really think 2K did a good job with Punk's attire, with Punk's entrance, his visuals. I think that, and you know what, his moveset, it's a ton of fun to play. Doing a Pepsi plunge off the top rope, one of my favorite things to do. It looks great. I like that Punk is selling the knee when he actually does the move. It looks fantastic. But the other things to know when it comes to CM Punk that you guys want to be aware of is, well, all the fun stuff. So, jukebox. Punk's theme for Cult of Personality, yes, it is in the jukebox. You can select it so you can use it any which way you want. It's not blocked at all. Hallelujah, it's all good. CM Punk also has the title motion for his entrance. So if you select Punk, you put on the title, maybe give him like the spinner belt, give him that one. I've become much more of a fan of like that 2011 title. That one, it's grown on me now as I look back. So I'm a fan of it, especially with Punk wearing it. Looks great. You also get the CM Punk title motion victory to go with it. I love too that with his entrance, you're getting a lot of CM Punk chants. Even when the match is about to start, you get a lot more CM Punk chants. It's a great touch. On top of that, if you try out different matches with Punk, you're gonna get different levels of commentary. You're gonna get exclusive commentary lines. So you have, for example, Punk versus Undertaker, you have this.
Taste the tension in the air between CM Punk and the Undertaker.
Yeah, Taker can't be happy to see that face again. Punk made it clear he had his sights set on ending the iconic legacy of the dead man. And you have to think Taker took that personally.
It's kind of hard not to take something like that personally.
If you do CM Punk versus John Cena, like Money in the Bank, for example, you got exclusive commentary like this one.
Two men, John Cena and CM Punk, couldn't be more different. John Cena's a dynasty. He's an institution in this industry, whereas Punk is the ultimate anti-establishment rebel.
But one thing they do have in common is a desire to be the best. To be the lone man standing at the top of this industry, at the top of the world. That shared ambition has led to them butting heads plenty of times.
And there's probably more that are in the game if you're going to play around with it, but it's a really good touch that they have done this. And sticking with Punk a little bit more, make sure that you go over to Creation Suite, find your favorite creators, because there are a ton of CM Punk attires, alt models, all of the different versions of him going across all the many years, even his AEW stuff, which is great. So one of the highlights, I will say, 2011 CM Punk, one of my favorite looks for Punk. Slick back hair, big moment at Money in the Bank. Love when he came out with a t-shirt. I just wish I had the Fire Burns theme song. 2K, you gotta license that just to put that in for a minute. But I do love this. If you want to be able to get this attire and a lot of other ones, What's the Status has it all online. So even if you go over and search for CM Punk most downloaded, you'll probably find it there, or under the first hashtag, just type in What's the Status and you're gonna find, I don't know how many he did now, like 10. Like, he did a lot. And there's way more out there too. So make sure you find a lot of your favorite creators because they got some amazing stuff they've pumped out. Now, the other thing I wanted to highlight for you guys today has to do with the new weapons. So one of the cool surprises 2K gave us was going to be the addition of the barbed wire bat. The actual door as a breakable item and light tubes are now in the game as weapons to use. It's all in the weapon wheel. If you're not seeing it there, it could be because you haven't updated to the latest patch. By the way, if you are somebody that is still having issues with downloading the ECW Punk Pack, you got the deluxe edition, the 40 years edition of the game, and you're still sitting there going, I don't have it, it's not installed, go in and manually download this. I had to do this for both PlayStation and Xbox on my end, and then it was there. So it didn't auto install. Make sure you try and go into the add-ons of the game and then manually install the pack. It will work from there. So the new weapons are really cool. Really awesome feature, really great bonus that they gave us we weren't expecting. But there is one problem. Universe mode. Go figure. Universe mode is a headache and a problem. They've done some fixes. It's got some patches in there, but it's still not perfect. One of the things that always plays the game, this isn't new, but it's not being able to do custom match rules, right? You go in and you want to have a one-on-one match and you got Cody versus Seth or Roman or whatever, and you go and hit the options and you want to just modify the game. Well, one of the things they did fix was going to be able to select the referee. You can do that for every single match, just not the entire show. But you can't customize any of the rules, the match rules. pins, eliminations, weapons. We can't change any of that, even match to match. So here's the thing you need to do in order to get all of the weapons accessible, and especially those new ones from the ECW pack. Go to the main menu and then head over to custom matches. I want you to go in and create a brand new custom match, and we're gonna set up a one-on-one, just a regular 1v1. Keep all of the match rules exactly the same, just normal default if you want. Don't change anything. And one of the things to tweak is going to be disqualifications. Let's turn that off. If you want to turn rope breaks off, you can. Countouts, if you want to leave those as 10, or if you want to turn those off, no DQ, it's up to you. But you can see I've just tweaked these just a little bit. And then we get to the weapon wheel. Go in and select all the different weapons you want. Get those light tubes, get that door, get that chair, get the barbed wire bat, make those set as default, name it, save it, you're good. Now we go over to universe mode. Go into your existing or a brand new universe, and then we're gonna go over to edit the shows and select the match table. Match tables did get a little bit of an update. They're applying the match rules a lot better now from week to week shows. So the percentages are working better. So I find that it's a little bit more tuned, which is nice. What I want you to do is find an empty slot there, click on it, and we're gonna set up one of the match tables, one of the matches to have on our weekly show. Go down to custom matches, and then you will see the brand new one. If it's a 1v1 no DQ match, select that. Now here's the trick. You need to adjust the percentages for all of your matches. You will see that you have the sliders there. So as you adjust it to say, this is gonna happen 100% of the time. If you don't touch anything else on your match table and you put this at 80, 90%, once you save, back out, and even go back in, you're probably going to see that that match itself, the no DQ, has adjusted itself because it's trying to make sure that your entire card for the week or for that show is going to be at 100%. So adjust all of the matches and make sure that that no DQ one gets a higher percentage, a higher likelihood that it's going to occur every single week, however many times you want it to happen, in one match, 2, 3, 5, unlimited, whatever you like. Skip to the next week. So in this example, we looked at Monday Night Raw. Skip to the following week of Raw, check out your matches, and look to see that the no DQ match one-on-one is there. This will allow you to have the no DQ match where the new weapons are going to be available in the weapon wheel when you go and have your match. By default, they won't be there. You would get the standard kendo sticks, chairs, tables, just for the regular one-on-one match. This will replace it, and then you have a regular match, but with some fun weapons added in. And if you guys want to talk more WWE 2K24 updates and the patch notes and everything else that came with it, click this video right here. It's a lot of fun, but also help me out. If you made it this far in the video, thank you very much. The last thing I will say is that we have a brand new channel. So I wanted to I gotta pump out my stuff. But if you guys want to support the channel, the brand new one, it's called Assemble Wrestling. It's WWE, AEW, deep dives, personal stories, going through a lot of the weekly stuff in wrestling, but it's more topical stuff. So if that interests you and you want to support that, click right here because this is going to take you over to the brand new channel. We're about to hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you everybody for your support. Have a great day. See ya.